performance. That being said, though, he did have the wrist injury. How much did that affect him?
Well, Sage, he said it didn't affect him at all, but after he injured the wrist last week, he went 0 for 9 in that game. Then he skipped the game Saturday in Memphis, and then last night, 1 for 13, the worst shooting night of his career. So you have to believe the wrist is affecting him in some way or form.
There appears overall, Brian, to be a rising level of concern around this team. Of course, all the hype coming in, the big three, but they're 8-6. What's the biggest problem they're dealing with as we speak?
Well, they have some problems with matchups, but when you watched them play last night, they weren't playing together at all. They were not running offensive sets. LeBron and Chris Bosh had good numbers, but they didn't play together very well. It was a lot of one-on-one basketball in the second half, and they can't use the excuse of it being early anymore. These guys have been together for several months now. Those big three have played a lot of games together now, and they're not really getting much on-court chemistry.
And, of course, when this team was put together late in the summer, one of the questions was, is Pat Riley going to take over, or will Eric Spoelstra remain the head coach? Well, of course, Christmas Day, the big game, the Heat facing the Lakers. Who will be coaching that game?
I believe it'll be Eric Spoelstra because Pat Riley can't play center. And that's what the Heat really need right now is they need help on the interior. But they obviously have to rebound from the way they're playing right now. If they get stuck in the malaise here, then you may have a closer look at that. But in all honesty, I think Eric Spoelstra is probably the best man for the job at this moment.
At this moment, okay, we will continue to follow this. Of course, ESPN.com's Heat Index tracking the season in Miami. Brian Windhorst with the very latest. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Sage.